understand our physiology is the next one. Our physiology, right? We know just our physiology can instantly change your state. Instantly, like this. Right? You could be, if I asked all of you, all right, let's get depressed. Let's get depressed. Get depressed. Stop, you can't smile and be depressed. Don't mess this up, Rob. Get depressed. All of you, get depressed. Look what happens.
So annoying.
Right? Look what happens, right? Eyes go down, right? You start slouching. Shoulders go down, shallow breathing. Right? We know how to do that right away. Okay, now let's try this. Okay, sit up in your seats. Sit up straight, smile. Now get depressed. Now try to get depressed. You can't. You see? So our physiology is absolutely crucial because when you can control it, you can control your state. And when you're in control, you'll consistently get better results in your life. Because it's not those things out there that are giving you your results. It's you. So your physiology is absolutely important. The pictures in your head are crucial. And, does anyone know the third one? Yeah. It's what you tell yourself every single day. It's what you say to yourself every single day. What do you tell yourself? Tony Robbins says that the outcome of your life, the level of quality of your life, is all dependent on the questions you ask yourself every single day. It's the questions you ask yourself every single day. Are you asking yourself, why am I broke? Why can't I just pay the bills? Why do I have a shitty relationship? Are you asking, why am I out of shape? Are you asking yourself those questions? Or could you be asking yourself more empowering questions? Those questions will determine what you get. When you combine those three, if you shift any one of them, you change. When you shift all three of them, you can create lasting change forever. What we're going to do is we're going to take a little shortcut. We're going to take a little shortcut by understanding and learning submodalities, the qualities and also the quantities of the recipe. So what do I mean by that? Let's think about this, right? We're an intelligent audience here, intelligent group, aside from being really, really good looking, all of you, yes? That's right. So if I was to ask you, what are some visual qualities? What could you tell me? Color. So black or white, would that be a quality? Absolutely. Black or white. What else? Or black or white. Black or white or color, right? Those are two different. Black or white or color. Those are an option. What else? What else is another visual quality? Focus. Is it blurry or is it focused? Right? Is it blurry or is it focused? Good. What else? The intensity. Right? Is it vivid or is it dull? Or is it a lot of times the intensity, if we're talking about visual, depends on the distance. Is it far away or is it right here? Right? Is it far away or is it right here in our face? What else? What's another visual one? Large or small, right? The picture could be right here. When I got rid of pizza, pizza for me was right here. It was right here in color. And it was walking around saying, eat me. Right? It was right here, right in my face, and that's why I wanted pizza. But the moment that I turned it black and white and moved it away, by the way, what we're going to do works really, really good on food, it was gone. I didn't want it anymore because it was totally different. Right? It could also be panoramic. It could also be a video. It could be a movie. Or it could be a still. Right? Good. Auditory. What are some auditory qualities? Loud or soft, right? How many of you have trouble getting up in the morning? Okay? So, oftentimes, if you pay attention to that voice early in the morning when you're like about to get up, or it's like hard for you to get up, that voice, do you think it's loud or it's soft if it's hard for you to get up? It's soft. It's saying, you know, just go back to bed, Rob. Ugh, come on, seriously, 10 more minutes. It's not a big deal. Just relax. It's not saying, come on, Rob, get up. You can do this. Get up, come on. If it was saying that, then you'd be up. Different strategy, right? So how we do everything determines our results. So you can start programming it if you really want to feel good and wake up every morning on time, excited, you can shift that. So what else? So we got loud and soft. What else?
Tone and fiber.
What is it?
Tone and fiber.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, the tone, is it smooth, like a radio announcer? Or is it really raspy, like Tony Robbins' voice? Right? Was there another one?
Well, you said you can shift it. How do you do that?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Because I would like to get up earlier in the morning.
Absolutely. And we're going to go over a little this technique later. So what else? The speed. What about talking really, really, really fast? Right? We all know where these people come from. Where do they come from? What part of the country? What part of the country do they come from?
New York.
New York, right? Back east. Man, they're always trying to sell me something. Or what about, you know, these type of people? They're just, come on. They really care about you. And their speech is slow as maple. Damn, that's annoying, right? You got people yawning. So there's different variances. Okay, good. What about kinesthetic? Right? Soft feeling or hard texture, right? Okay, smooth, yep, or rough. So these are all different qualities. Olfactory and gustatory, really these tend, the main ones that really, for most of us, for like 90% of us, are focused on visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. And as a matter of fact, I'd say out of these three, visual, whether you think you're a visual person or not, there's no type of person. It's just a system that you tend to run. And we all switch throughout these systems. Some major qualities, which you can just shift one, you can just shift one of those barcodes, a lot of times is the distance. So whether it's very close or whether it's far, the pictures we make, or it could be the location. Okay? So distance and far, but it also could be to the left and to the right. And also the size. Those are the three major, we call them drivers. And these drivers are the difference that makes the difference. Because the moment you get one of these drivers, you can shift it. You can go from a food that you really, really like, that you know is not good for you, and shift it into something that you don't like. And you'll get the same feeling of, let's say, those oysters, for those of you that don't like them. You'll get that same feeling of like, oh my God, that's so gross, for something you like. And you'll never touch that thing ever again, if you don't want.
Those three drivers again?
Three drivers. First one, and these are the most common ones that will make, these are the things that make the change. First one is the location. And you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about when you see it done. So the location, where is it? Right? Is it to your left? Is the picture you're making to your left, to your right, in front of you, in back of you? Some of you might be thinking, Mel, but I have no clue where these pictures are. Consciously, you don't. Unconsciously, they pop up. So it's the location and it's the distance. So is it up close or is it far? Is it up close or is it far? And the third one is the size. Are you going to feel different about something that's tiny, tiny, tiny out in the corner that's the size of a stamp compared to something that's in your face like this big? Right? Do you guys get this? Everyone follow me, right? You're going to feel completely different about those two things. So those are the three. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift. I want you to start thinking about a food. This works really, really well on a food that you really love, but you want to choose to dislike. And you'll choose to dislike it, and if you want, you'll never ever touch it again. For me, I remember I did mine on pizza. Right? I loved pizza, but I knew it wasn't the best thing for me with the bread and the cheese, and it wasn't good for me. So what I did, it's a tool. It's one little, like NLP, if you can imagine, is like a tool belt. And there's a lot of different tools on the tool belt. One of those is hypnosis. The other one is mapping across. Other is swish pattern, parts integration. And all these tools serve a different purpose. The one we're going to go over, and you're going to see it actually done, is called mapping across. And it's amazing for food, changing something that you really, really love to something you don't like. And it's also amazing for belief changes. So if you have a belief that you want to adopt, that maybe you're not so confident about it, but you want to be more confident about it, you can instantly shift that. What about, you can also use it for what time do you, like waking up earlier? Because think about it. I want everyone to notice yourself. What if you had to, notice the feeling you get when I say this. What if you had to wake up tomorrow morning at 4 a.m.? You get a certain feeling? What about 5 a.m.? Okay, notice. What about 6 a.m.? Notice this. What about 7? Okay, 7's a little more reasonable. 8? 9? 10? Now I see most of you smiling. 11? Right? Do you notice that? Right? No smiles at 4 a.m. None of you like to go fishing. But big smiles, you know, around the 7, 8, 9 o'clock. So do you get different feelings? So imagine if you wanted, you could feel good about waking up at 4 a.m. Right? If you really wanted, or 5, or 6. Right? You could actually feel good because it's different. We're making different pictures in our minds about each and every different time. So, let's see. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take a little break. When we get back from the break, I'm actually going to show you how this is done and how you can do this, how you can use these tools for yourself. And you're going to see someone's barcode actually shift. Everyone want to see that? Okay, cool. So when we get back, we're going to do that. And we're going to have a lot of fun. So everybody stand up. Stand up, 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 up. This is your opportunity to meet someone new. Pick someone, find someone with the same eye color as you. Introduce yourself and meet someone new. And we have a 10-minute break.